Hello everybody and welcome back to the FPL Phillips YouTube channel. If it's your first time viewing, then welcome to the channel. Today we've got another FPL video and I wanted to get this one out a little bit earlier in the international break, but lo and behold, you're getting it now. It's an FPL trivia video and another episode, if you've been watching before, of FPL Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with a guest I've been meaning to get on for a very long time now, and it is Leon, or FPL Console as you may know him. So thank you for coming on today, mate, to test your FPL knowledge. How are you feeling about being here?
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been a couple of times that I've watched the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire series on the channel already, so it seems to be a lot of fun. So yeah, hopefully the trivia knowledge that I have will be able to get me through today's questions.
Well, I'm very confident you're going to do well, mate. Yeah, let's hopefully get you up the ladder and those 15 questions all answered. For anyone who doesn't know the rules of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you have 15 questions and the money goes up kind of as the questions get more difficult. But you also have some lifelines that you're able to use. So today Leon's got two 50-50s that he's able to use, and then also a kind of phone a friend that he can use too. We could trade that lifeline in, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. So without any more further ado, messing about, let's get into the first question, shall we? And have a look at this one. So your first question today, Leon, is going to be the following. The game-breaking Christopher Nkunku was a massive flop so far this FPL season, but what price did he start this season at? Was it A, 6 million, B, 6.5 million, C, 7 million, or D, 7.5 million?
Okay, I think I'm pretty sure of this one because of all the preseason videos we made. I think it's 6.5 million.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Well, you'd be right to call that your final answer. It is correct. 6.5 million was the price Nkunku started the season at. I know there's always a little bit of nerves when you're answering that first one.
Definitely.
Yeah, be confident, mate. You've done very well to get that one right. And that is £100 banked for you. Into question 2 then. To make transfers for short-term gain in anticipation of wildcarding shortly after is known by FPL managers as to what? I know, a bit of a confusing question. I'll resay it for you after the answers. But A, dead end, B, shut in, C, close down, or D, punt out. And it's the term that managers use when making transfers for short-term gain in anticipation of a wildcard.
Right. I think this one is dead end.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Well done again, mate. That is the correct answer. Yes, to dead end your team. Bit of FPL glossary knowledge there. But yeah, hopefully some of you guys at home knew that one as well. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to drop a thumbs up. I didn't beg at the start of the video, but if you're still watching now, then leave a thumbs up on it if you are enjoying the series and want to see more of these episodes in the future, because I really enjoy making them and having people on, because we don't get too many crossover guest videos in the FPL community, I feel. So this is a nice opportunity to do that. But yeah, on to question 3 then, mates, and this is your question for the £300. Which teams has Erling Haaland scored his 2 hat-tricks so far against this season? A, Brentford and West Ham, B, Ipswich and Brentford, C, Ipswich and West Ham, or D, Ipswich and Wolves? I'll repeat those for you. It's A, Brentford and West Ham, B, Ipswich and Brentford, C, Ipswich and West Ham, or D, Ipswich and Wolves?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure Ipswich was one of them because I triple captained him in that particular game week, so I remember that one. So Ipswich. So it's down to Ipswich, West Ham, Ipswich, Brentford. The last one is
Ipswich Wolves.
Ipswich Wolves. Wolves, they haven't even played yet. So it's down to Ipswich, West Ham, and Ipswich, Brentford. I think this one he had it back to back, right? If I'm not wrong. So probably, I think they played Ipswich and then they played West Ham after that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go Ipswich, West Ham. Yep.
Final answer?
Yes, lock it in.
I have to ask you, but yes, that is the correct answer. Well done, mate. Ipswich and West Ham, indeed, back-to-back hat-tricks. Likewise, just as a flex, triple captained him for that one against Ipswich. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, luckily it's making my rank look a little bit less embarrassing as we're only 7 game weeks in or something. But yeah, rank inflation is real, but what's also real is you have £300 now. We're on to question 4 in this one. Who were the only team to keep 3 clean sheets in the opening 3 fixtures of the 24-25 season? Was it A, Arsenal, B, Liverpool, C, Man City, or D, Spurs?
Team to keep 3 clean sheets this season.
In their opening 3 fixtures.
In the opening 3 fixtures. What's the teams again? Arsenal,
Liverpool, Man City, Spurs.
Okay, so Spurs and Man City out. Right, so Man City haven't really kept many clean sheets this season. Spurs as well. So it's Arsenal or Liverpool.
Liverpool.
That one is close. I think Arsenal first 2 games, Aston Villa and Wolves. I think those 2 they kept clean sheets. But I have a feeling game week 3 was against Brighton, if I'm not wrong, where they conceded to João Pedro. But Liverpool, 5 clean sheets this season. Right, I think I'm gonna. Alright, it's close. I'm not really sure on this one, but I'm gonna go Liverpool. I'm gonna go Liverpool.
Final answer?
Yes, Liverpool. Yep.
Well done, mate.
Oh.
You got it right. It was
Don't do
indeed
this to me.
Liverpool. And you were spot on with Arsenal conceding to Brighton, João Pedro in the 58th minute of that game. Yeah,
Okay.
Liverpool 3 clean sheets in their opening 3. And that has earned you, what now, the £500. So you've got your one last question before you're on to that 1,000 mark and that first safety net. So this
one was
is
tough.
the
That
question
one was
for
tough.
that.
Yeah.
Well, this one also is a little bit tricky, I fear. Which forward has played the most minutes across the first 7 game weeks of the 24-25 season? You may well make this look easy now, but the options for this one are A. Nicholas Jackson, B. Ollie Watkins, C. Jamie Vardy, and D. Kai Havertz. Who's played the most minutes out of those 4 forwards?
Right, Ollie Watkins is out. He's getting substituted for John Duran. Jamie Vardy. The other 2 is Kai Havertz, and the last one is Jackson. Jackson has actually been getting quite a bit of minutes. I think Vardy's probably out as well. So it comes down to Havertz or Jackson. I don't think any of them missed any games, did they?
One of them has been substituted off. That's your hint you're getting.
That's a big clue. That's a big
At
clue.
least once.
Who's more likely to get substituted?
The other one has played every minute so far for the team.
Every minute.
Or the most played minutes of any forward.
Okay, then I think based off of that, has to be Kai Havertz, right? Like I don't see a world where they substitute Kai Havertz. So close. I think Jackson has a greater chance of being substituted out. Oh yes, I remember this game. Yeah, he got substituted out. Right, I'll go Kai Havertz.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Yep, well done. That's correct. Kai Havertz. Spot on with your reasoning as well. Yeah, Jackson got subbed off. It was earlier game weeks, which is why it's a bit confusing. He's been getting more minutes recently. But yeah, even against West Ham, I think after he scored 2, he got subbed off when Chelsea were way ahead in that one.
So it's twice.
But yeah,
it's twice now that Jackson has been substituted.
He's been subbed off, I think, more than once. I think it was for Nkunku in game week 1 or 2 after everyone was outraged at him being on the bench. But yeah, Havertz has played pretty much every minute for Arsenal so far this season. I think Haaland's the only one tied with him for minutes almost. So yeah, that's £1,000 earned, mate, and 5 questions answered correctly. Very, very well done. Here is question 6 for you. Which of the following players has not missed a penalty as of game week 7 this season? So, with all the games we've seen so far at the time of recording this. A. Evan Nilsson. B. Cameron Archer. C. Anthony Gordon. D. Raul Jimenez.
I'd probably say Raul Jimenez, because I think he's only taken one penalty. Like, probably Fulham's first choice penalty taker is Andreas Pereira, right? And Raul Jimenez, he took one and he scored, and people started thinking about whether he was the first choice taker. I don't think after that he took any, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, I feel like the rest all have missed, right? Gordon. This feels like an internal monologue, by the way. Just ignore me.
Nah,
ignore me.
I want to hear. I want to hear.
Gordon probably missed. I remember that one. Evan Nielsen, I'm not so sure. Cameron Archer for sure missed against Onana. So yeah, I'll probably go Raul Jimenez. Yeah, I'll lock that one in. I'm quite certain.
Okay. Yep, that's correct. I'm not going to leave too much suspense there. Raul Jimenez, yep, scored the one penalty he's taken, as you said. Evan Nilsson missed, I think, in his debut or the game after, because people were mentioning about Semenyo or Cliver, who's the next in line if Evan Nilsson is taken off them. But yeah, you were spot on with the other two. Gordon missed quite recently, and Archer, as you said, had his penalty saved by Onana when Southampton played United. So very well done, mate. That is 6 questions already answered correctly. No lifelines used as well, so very impressive. And on to question 7 for you. And this is the question for £4,000. Who was the forward who was second to Haaland in goals scored over the 23-24 season, so last year? So who was the second highest goal scorer? A. Ollie Watkins. B. Isak. C. Solanke. D. Mateta.
Oof.
There's A. Watkins, B. Isak, C. Solanke, D. Mateta.
Okay, Solanke is out. Mateta had a quiet-ish start of the season, and then towards the end, he started scoring a lot. So I don't think that's enough to catch up that much. So it's Isak or Watkins. Now, Watkins had a really good season last season. I think, but Isak did so well as well.
You've got lifelines, just reminding you.
If I use the 50-50, it's going to remove Mateta and Solanke. Absolutely useless.
You never know. You never know. It's completely randomized.
Is that so? I'm just not certain about this one. But I don't want to waste the chip though. I want to try and go as far as I can. I think. See, because Watkins also, he's got a lot of points, but he did have a fair number of assists as well. So like, I'm not certain in terms of goals. We're doing goals, right?
Yes, just goals.
Alright, I'll use the 50-50. Just don't remove Solanke and Mateta.
Well, you're in luck because the 50-50 has removed Mateta and also Ollie Watkins.
Oh.
But does that help you?
Wow. Oh, that was unexpected. So it's Isak and Solanke that remains.
That's correct. They're your options left.
Probably go Isak then. I'll probably go Isak.
Final answer?
Yes, lock it in, Isak.
Didn't even give him a thought. But it's okay because Solanke's the wrong answer. So yeah, Solanke is the right one. Well done, mate. That's £4,000. 7 questions answered correctly.
Yeah,
And a great use of the lifeline. See, they're not always there to trick you. But also showing that maybe sometimes it's best to use the lifeline without sharing too much. The person who's quite obviously controlling which answer gets removed. But yeah, on to question 8 then. This one will be for £8,000. Which team has been involved in both of the 2 games so far this season that have ended with 8 goals scored in total between the 2 teams? So there's been 2 games with 8 goals in them so far this season. Which of these teams has been in both of them? A. Brentford, B. Ipswich, C. Wolves, or D. Chelsea?
This is so tricky. Come again. So Brentford, Wolves, Chelsea. The last one is
Ipswich.
Brentford and Wolves just had 5-3, right? So both of them are viable options. Brentford, I don't think had that many other high-scoring games, so I don't think it's Brentford. Wolves have conceded so many. There was the game against Chelsea that they conceded so many as well. That one was it 6-2? That game? 6-2 is 8 goals. Not giving any clues.
I think you're doing okay on your own, mate.
6-2, 5-3. I think Wolves has the higher chance, probably. Chelsea's other games, I don't think were very high scoring. Other than the Wolves one, yeah, probably go Wolves then. For the Chelsea and Brentford game, yeah. Okay, I'll go Wolves. Lock it in.
That's your final answer?
Final answer.
Well done, mate. That is the correct answer. Yes, it was indeed. You were spot on with 6-2 as well. Be confident. Yeah, I think that was a Madueke hat-trick game, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So, yeah, Wolves like taking a walloping at home. Yeah, and that's another one answered correctly without the use of a lifeline. You're now on to question 9, and this one will be for £16,000. And this one is according to Fantasy Football Fix.
Okay.
What is the most popular FPL formation across the top 1,000 current managers? A. 3-4-3, B. 3-5-2, C. 4-4-2, or D. 4-3-3?
For the 4 at the back, probably out. This season seems like it's going to be 3 at the back, I feel. 3-4-3, 3-5-2, right?
Correct.
I think majority of people have gone for 3-4-3 this season, I'm going to assume. Not so sure how the top 1k have it though. I mean, there's a reason why they're there, and we are where we're at.
Probably because they've got Cole Palmer.
3-5-2. Are there that little forward options? I mean, now there's so many cheap ones. I think 3-4-3, probably 3-4-3. I'd assume that is like the template as well. I'm just not so sure it stretches until the top 1k as well. Like, do they think the same way as we do? But yeah, I mean, just based off of the number of teams that I've looked at this season that have 3-4-3, I'm just gonna take a gamble on this one.
So you're locking it in. Final answer.
Yeah, 3-4-3.
Well, yeah, you've clearly looked at enough teams to determine that is the correct answer. 3-4-3, most popular. It's not by loads, but it is, as you say, the most popular formation overall as well. So yeah, maybe trying to make you overthink that one a little bit, but you've done very well not to. And you're on to question 10 now. So yeah, you're getting very close to hitting the jackpot.
Lifelines. lifelines do I have? How many?
You've got the 50-50 left, and then the third lifeline, which can either be the phone a friend if you trust any of your mates under such high pressure scenarios, or you can, have another 50-50 or whatever. But yeah, hopefully you deal as well with maybe some more tough questions coming up in these last few. Question 10 is the following. How many game weeks in a row did Morgan Rogers blank before he managed to get an attacking return?
No.
Was it 3 game weeks, 4 game weeks, 5 game weeks, or 6 game weeks?
You've done well, Eddie. You've done well.
Yeah, here we go. I told you get tougher.
You've done well. Ah.
Are you a Morgan Rogers only yourself? Tell the people.
Yeah. I am. Still in my team.
You remember the suffering then. How well.
Okay, I have to remember which game week they played Ipswich, because the game week they played Ipswich, he scored. The week before that, he assisted, and then the weeks before that, he all blanked. So that is the key. Game week. So I played my wild card in game week 6, and in game week 6, he was on my bench, and he scored against Ipswich. Alright, so it's game week 6 that they played Ipswich. It's game week 5 that he assisted. I have no idea whether it's correct, by the way. It's just off of memory. I'm assuming he assisted in the game before that, so it's 4 blanks in a row. It's either 3 or 4. It's either 3 or 4. It's just, I don't know whether it's worth. How many lifelines do I have?
You've got 2 left.
Okay.
The 5 questions left, and they obviously get tougher. Oh, my camera's just died. Okay, so more technical difficulties here. We've been suffering with them all video, to be fair, but Leon's smashing the questions out. If you're not subscribed to him already, by the way, get over and subscribe to FPL Consult. He needs 10,000 subscribers way before the end of the season, so if you haven't already found yourself subscribed to him, go over down below. The link will be top of the description. So make sure if you got this far in the video to go and subscribe to him. As you can see, he's got a wealth of FPL knowledge to share with you guys on YouTube on his channel. But yeah, question 11 for you, mate, is going to be for £64,000. Who is the most transferred out FPL asset in total so far this season? So which player has the most transfers out in total across all managers? And the options for this one are A, Isak, B, Vardiol, C, Eze, or D, Nkunku.
Okay. So Vardiol's out. Don't think his ownership is that high. So, I mean, at the start of the season, right? We're looking at transfers out over the course of the first 7 game weeks, right?
Yes, so far. So yeah, up to the first 7 game weeks.
Right, so ownership-wise, I think Nkunku is in there, right? Nkunku and...
Yeah, Nkunku, Isak, and Eze are your other ones if you're ignoring Vardiol.
Yeah. Isak and Nkunku, both of them had pretty high ownership. Eze was at 7 million. He started the season at 7 million. I did see him in quite a couple of teams as well, but I don't think his ownership was as high. So I think it's either one of Nkunku or Isak. I just can't remember whose ownership was higher. And my guess is Isak. Yeah, and since then he's had quite a number of blanks, right? So I'm gonna assume that week on week he's like getting quite a number of transfers out. More so than Nkunku. I think in recent times people have already gotten rid of Nkunku, although that could mean that they've already gotten rid of him and lots of transfers out. Okay, I'm gonna go Isak. I'm not certain, but
you know what I'm gonna ask.
I'm gonna go Isak. Lock it in.
Final answer.
Yeah.
And this is where it goes on, because you got that one correct, mate. Isak is the right answer. Yeah, £64,000 earned, and only 4 more questions until the jackpot.
Let's go.
So you're
let's
on
go.
to question 12 now, mate. And very best of luck with this one. Which Premier League team has the most players featured in the all-time FPL Dream Team? So this team consists of players with the biggest hauls from any season across the total of that season put into the team. So for example, you kind of know Erling Haaland's going to be there because how well he did that season, etc. But he'd be in with 270, whatever it was, points he scored.
Mm-hmm.
So out of that 11, how many players from each team is what you need to decide for this one. The teams you've got for the options are A, Arsenal, B, Man City, C, Man United, D, Liverpool.
I've watched a video on this before.
I think FPL Focal has made one.
Yeah, I think it's the vocal one.
You've seen it.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if it's changed, to be honest. Like, it was quite a while back, right?
What do you remember from it?
I mean, there were players. I think Brad Friedel, for example, is the keeper. Like, there were quite a number of Liverpool players as well. Like, I remember Trent is... It's either Trent or Robertson who was, like, super high for points for one of those seasons. So... But in that video that Focal made, though, I think like there were players like Sanchez, for example, or Aguero, players like that. But we're talking about team of all time, up till like recent times, right? Like last season is counted,
including last season.
Like the Liverpool players all did so well. Like Salah, that season that they won. Salah, Trent, Van Dijk, Robertson, all so good. Okay, I'll use the... Is it wasting the chip though? How many more questions do I have? I'm on question 12 now. It's 13, 14,
if you get this
and
one
14.
right, you'll have 3 more to go. 13,
Okay.
14, and 15.
I think I'll go Liverpool. I'll take a chance. If it's wrong, I call it a day.
Well, we're not calling it a day because you've got it correct, mate. Very well done. Liverpool, 5 players in there. I'm pretty sure it's Suarez, then Salah, and the back 3. So Trent, Robbo, and Van Dijk are all in there. All from different seasons, I think, but that kind of spell from 2017 through to 2020. Liverpool got a lot of assets in there, and Mo Salah, the highest scoring season ever, I think, with 303. So yeah, he's definitely in. You're right, Sanchez is in there, Haaland's in there from Man City, Ronaldo's in there from I think 07-08 for United. But yeah, those teams weren't nearing the 5 players that Liverpool had in it. So you're on to question 13 now, mate. Barco, the 4.0 million defender disappointment, is currently on loan at which Spanish club?
No.
Villarreal, Sevilla, Valencia, or Real Sociedad?
This is where it ends.
He had so much hype in pre-season, though. Surely everyone saw the news when he went on loan and was no longer an option. Or the
Yeah, but I mean, the moment he went on
pay
loan...
attention to the Premier League. They only pay attention to the Premier League. You're being exposed.
Alright, I have
Still
to
got the
use a
lifelines,
lifeline,
mate.
for sure.
You saved them
Yeah,
for
I'll
this. Okay, 50-50. Right. 50-50 is removing for this one Real Sociedad and Valencia. So you're left with Villarreal and Sevilla.
I honestly, like, I remember reading one tweet on this, and from then on, he was done as an option for me.
Have you got Az's number? Because he'll definitely know. Brighton fan.
He'll know. Villarreal or Sevilla, right? It's either one, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember in that tweet the color of the badge because like the Sevilla one is like red and like mostly white, and then the Valencia one is like mostly yellow, right? I'm trying to remember in that tweet what color
Okay.
it was.
You're scraping the barrel, but okay.
Uh, honestly,
Whatever
I
you
have
answer today, you've got the furthest anyone ever has. So go with your gut. It's got you this far.
to go with my gut. Okay, I'll go with my gut and I'll say Sevilla. Lock it in.
That he's got it right. He's got it correct.
Yes.
It was Sevilla. Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
very well done, my friend.
vaguely remember it's white though, but I just can't be
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I like vaguely knew as well, but I thought it would be one that would trick people out. Yeah,
for sure.
you've done really well there, mate. And 2 more questions to go until you hit the jackpot and completely end my series before I can do any more episodes. So yeah, you'll have some beating to do to beat you with this current score. But here is your question 14. Which defender holds the record for the most points scored in one game week? So it can be a double game week, it can be a triple game week, but just one game week total score. A.
Okay.
Leighton Baines. B. Andy Robertson. C. Matty Cash. Or D. Jonana Risi.
Trent's not in there.
Trent is not in there.
No way.
Would you have gone for him?
Yeah, I would have. So John Anarisa,
Yep.
Robertson,
Matty Cash, Robertson, and Leighton Baines.
Leighton Baines. Like Leighton Baines was so good when he was in the Prem. This one is so tricky. Okay, I think I have to use a 50-50 again.
Okay, we'll use that last lifeline as a 50-50. And the options removed for you are B. Andy Robertson, he's gone.
Okay.
And also A. Leighton Baines is gone. So
Ooh.
it's between Risa and Cash.
Wow. Oh, I remember this one. I watched a video again. FPL banger on Twitter, if I'm not wrong. I think it's John Anarisa. I remember he spoke about this. If I remember correctly, he spoke about him scoring the most number of points in an FPL game week, and I think it was a single game week as well. I can't remember now, but I think I'm gonna lock it in John Anarisa. Just vaguely, if I remember watching that clip.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Oh, mate, it's wrong.
Ah, close.
You were right though. If the problem is, double game week. Matty Cash had one. I think it was 2 seasons ago, game week 29. He scored 2 goals or something and got 2 clean sheets as well. He got 29 points, one of the biggest hauls ever.
And
in
John
FPL
Arisa had
history.
how many points?
I think it was 25 or something. Not far off. But Risa he has a load more records as well. I think he's the only one to like score a hat trick maybe or something like that, or a number of braces. So yeah, very, very unlucky with that one, to be honest. You know what? We'll answer question 15 for the fun of it, and everyone who's still somehow watching this one, this is your question that you would have had for the jackpot. So unfortunately, you're going to find out now if you would have known it or not. Who is the only goalkeeper to have made the FPL season dream team 3 times? So the season dream team, obviously the 11 players with the most points with positions and all that involved. Either Van der Sar, Alisson, Joe Hart, or Nick Pope. And I'll tell you that the other 3 options have all made the FPL season dream team twice apiece.
Wow.
So it's a very tough one.
Nick Pope. Okay, I'll remove him first. I think he probably has 2. So I'll take Nick Pope out. Van der Sar. The other two options aside from Van der Sar and Nick Pope.
Allison and Joe Hart.
Man, I think Joe Hart did pretty well, to be honest. I'm gonna say Joe Hart. Tell me I'm wrong because
That would have been
me
right.
I'm wrong.
That would have been right.
Huh? That would have been right.
That would have been right. Oh man.
Should have swapped the questions around.
Oh, no, it would have been worse to lose on the last one, surely. But nah, mate, you did amazingly well up to question 14. Obviously, we're not doing the walk away rules and all that, so amazing to get that far. Thank you for coming on, my friend. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone behind the camera who is watching this right now. If you are still here, then first of all, leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it and you want to see more FPL trivia videos in the future. I'm hoping to get one out in whatever, the next international break or something when people are bored, with another guest that I've got lined up as well, who you guys will know. But more importantly, go over to the top link in the description, FPL Console or Leon's channel. Make sure you're subscribed to him if you aren't already. And yeah, other than that, we'll say thank you for watching and see you hopefully in the next one. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.